My name is Elizabeth DuMont-McCaffrey, and I am from Mount Holyoke College, which is located in Western Mass, about an hour and a half away from Boston and about 2.5 hours away from New York City. And this year, Mount Holyoke is celebrating our 175th anniversary, which makes us the oldest women's college in the world. Back a long time ago in 1837, our founder, Mary Lyon, had a fabulous idea. She thought that women deserved an equal education to men, so she decided to build Mount Holyoke College, which is one of the Seven Sisters, and the Seven Sisters are the counterpart to the once all-male Ivy League. So a long time ago, the Ivy League schools were just for men, and the Seven Sisters schools were the schools for women that went along with them. Sciences are very popular at women's colleges, and we think sciences are very popular at women's colleges because sciences are still so male-dominated. So lots of times women will go to big research institutions and they'll be one of the only women in their classes, and they'll sort of lose confidence over time. Whereas women who are interested in the sciences who go to women's colleges gain more and more confidence. They're in classes of 12 or 15 students who are super excited about the sciences, and because of that they become leaders, and they are much more likely to go on to careers in science, to get PhDs in the sciences, and to go on to medical school. So Mount Holyoke is also very focused on leadership. We'd love to have women leaders coming from Mount Holyoke, and we sort of have really proved that women do become leaders who come to women's colleges. So in the US, only about 1% of women go to women's colleges. That's a very small percentage, 1%. But 25% of women, congresswomen, went to women's colleges. So that 1% produced 25%. And a third of Fortune 500 CEOs who are women went to women's colleges. So we really have this strong focus on women leadership. Some of our other most popular majors at Mount Holyoke are international relations, economics, English. One of our most famous alumni at Mount Holyoke is Emily Dickinson, a famous American poet, and dance. Dance is one of our very large majors at Mount Holyoke. Another highlight of Mount Holyoke is that we are in a 5-college consortium. So you can take classes at Mount Holyoke, our small liberal arts college for women, but you can also try out classes at University of Massachusetts, Hampshire College, Amherst College, and Smith College, which are all very close by. And because of that, you can choose from over 5,000 classes each semester, and there are tons of resources open to you. And all of these schools are connected with a 5-college bus system. A fabulous reason for students from Hong Kong to come to Mount Holyoke College is because we are very international. About a quarter of our students are international students, which is fabulous because international students have 2 huge challenges when they're coming to college, and American students only have 1. American students and international students both need to learn how to go to college. You know, they've never been to university before, so they need to learn that together. But international students also need to learn how to be American, how to, laugh at American jokes, and do their taxes, and send packages in the mail in the US postal system. So it's very nice to have other international students there learning with you at the same time. And we have a big orientation for international students that lasts the whole first year. And internationalism is also fabulous in the classroom. Instead of reading a textbook or hearing a professor speak, it's fabulous to have a discussion-based class with students from all over the world, expressing their opinions. One special thing about the application process for Mount Holyoke is that we are SAT and ACT optional. So students can choose to submit their SAT or ACT scores, but they don't need to. If you do not submit your SAT or ACT scores, we won't hold it against you. We look at applications extremely holistically, so we want to see exactly what type of person you are. We'll look at your transcript and your essays and your recommendations and your extracurricular activities. But it's your choice whether or not you submit your SAT or ACT scores. However, some of you may have to submit a TOEFL or IELTS test. And our average TOEFL score is about 104, and our average IELTS is about 7. And we usually recommend that students have about 100 IBT on their TOEFL test or about a 7 on the IELTS if they're applying to Mount Holyoke, since our entire curriculum is in English. In terms of financial aid, Mount Holyoke is extremely dedicated to meeting your full financial need. So international students would need to fill out the CSS profile and send in a certified verification of income. American students, students with an American passport, would need to fill out the FAFSA form. And you'd send those in, and Mount Holyoke would take a look at your financial information, and we would meet your full demonstrated need with grants and loans from the college. We also have merit-based scholarships. So if we take a look at your application and you're in probably about the top 10% of our applicant pool, we may award you a merit-based scholarship, which would be between $10,000 and $25,000 for each year.